All we do is talk in the dirty dollhouse. Yeah, all we do is talk in Kev's dirty dollhouse. I didn't kiss your girl. Oh no, and I didn't kiss your boy. All we did was talk, and when we had sex, only I made noise. I was crying because the love that we made was so sweet. Hello, Wildcats. It is your boy Kev, aka the Dirty Dog, and welcome to the Dirty Dog House. So this is just a little solo show thingy I'm doing. It might be once a week, might be once a month, might be never again. But I figure we got a lot of people stuck inside with this quarantine, and I need to be creative with stuff. So if I don't do anything, I get down, get depressed. So I always got to be working on something. So this will just be like a little one-on-one, me and you. And maybe it'll be fun, maybe it won't. I don't know. But I figure we can just talk about whatever. And I can talk about stuff that maybe I don't have any room for it to talk on the Brothers Commonplace, or maybe it just doesn't fit in anywhere, or maybe I'm like too embarrassed to bring it up in front of these guys or something. I don't know, but fair, we'll just hang out and see what happens. Hopefully everyone's quarantines are going all right. You know, it's a big change to be stuck at home with all these kids. That's no fun. I mean, I like kids. I like my kids. But like everyone else's kids, I kind of hate. Like the neighbor kids, I hate those little asshole goblin kids. They're always running around. They're loud as shit. Can't even open my kitchen window because they jump around on the trampoline and yell shit out like, "Hey, come out here and watch me kill my sister." It's like, dude, yeah, this kid's an asshole. But I mean, he probably had a shitty life. Probably has a bunch of problems at home or something. Who knows? But yeah, I hate this kid. He always comes into my yard. I don't know. I'm just complaining about this kid. I bet suicide rates go up a lot during this quarantine. Not because of like the unemployment and jobs and things like that, but just because people are stuck at home with all these goblin ass kids. And you know, that's not fun. You can't even watch the shows you want to watch. You know, they always want ice cream. Well, I need to be taken care of. I'm only a couple months old. Whatever, brah. I'm fucking eating ice cream sandwiches. Leave me alone. But anyways, you know, that's tough. They're all going crazy too because these kids aren't in school anymore. And that's tough. I miss school. I really do. I liked school a lot growing up. Got a lot of cool stories from school too. And I think it just kept me busy. You know, you don't really think about problems and shit. I mean, you do, but you get distracted at school. Even as a kid when you got a lot of shit going on at home. But yeah, I like school. I remember in first grade, I shit my pants and I didn't know what to do. Like I wasn't very good at wiping my ass. Like I have a lot of memories of being really young and taking a shit and opening the door and yelling out for my mom. Being like, "Hey, Mom, can you come wipe my butt?" I don't know how, I just wasn't good at it. I mean, and I think I mentioned before how I would play this game called Potty Words, where I would stand on the sink, like on like the whatever that flat surface is where the sink is. I'd stand on that like Ace Ventura, and I'd bend over naked in front of the mirror, and I would talk with my ass, but I would say bad words, and I referred to that segment as Potty Words, which is like, I don't know why I gave it a segment, like a name, because it was only me that knew about it. But I would do that at like different places. So that was pretty weird. But what were we talking? Oh, yeah, I was never good at wiping my ass for some reason. So it's first grade and I shit my pants. So I asked the teacher, I'm like, "Hey, I don't feel good. Can I go to the bathroom?" And I go to the bathroom and I don't know what to do. And I just take a bunch of toilet paper and I just shove it in my ass. Like I'm just like sticking it in my ass cheeks, all in the back of my underwear. It looks like I'm wearing like a thick diaper, and I don't want my parents to find out about it. So I go to the office, tell them I'm sick, but tell them I want them to call my grandmother. And so they call my grandmother, and she comes and picks me up. But the thing is, since I'm a first grader, don't really think, like, I thought this was an amazing plan. Like, that's it. I'll go to my grandmother's house, hang out there until after school, then come home. But my grandmother lived at the same apartment complex my parents did. So as soon as she picked me up, she just walked my poopy ass back over to home, and I had to walk in and be like, yeah, I shit my pants, guys. I mean, of course I didn't say it like that, and I probably bawled a lot because I cried a lot as a kid. But yeah, that's a fun story. I remember in school, I was always afraid to poop at school. Like, I don't think I ever pooped at school. Like my entire school career, I don't think I ever took a shit. Because taking a shit at my school, you just instantly got made fun of, or people would like cup their hands in the sink and throw water over at you. And so no one wanted to be the pooping kid. But I remember we had this kid from India who would use the urinal, and whenever he pissed in the urinal, he would drop his pants all the way down to his ankles, so he just had his dark butt cheeks just hanging out there pissing. And I don't remember if this happened or if I just wanted this to happen or like willed this memory into existence. But I remember we'd all slap his ass cheeks. I don't know if we did that or not. I think we did, or maybe I just really wanted us to. But I do remember, like, as a fun game, we would go stand next to him at the urinal, and we'd also have our pants all the way down. So it was like all of us had piss with our pants and underwear down to our ankles. So that's fun. It's kind of gross, though. Not just because there's like a bunch of dick and balls and butts hanging out together, but like splashing. Because like when you piss in a urinal, it splashes. Like it's going to blast off somewhere. Not me personally, because I have a pretty feminine piss stream. I'm a pretty weak pisser. But there's still splash. Yeah, I don't know. I did a lot of weird things. Also, as a kid, I would do this thing where I'd put all my underwear on. So I'd have like 30 pairs of underwear, and it also looked like I had a giant diaper on. Then I would just go riding around big wheels around the apartment. And people would be like, hey, what the hell's going on with that? Are you wearing a diaper? And I'd be like, no, man, it's just my underwear. Then I would just ride around. Man, those are the good days, though. I love school. And not just like the younger days, like even older. Like in high school, man, I miss high school. I was never like I wasn't like a super popular kid. I was decently popular. But the girl I dated, she went on to become like homecoming queen, prom queen. I went on to start an acoustic band with Toof. So I feel like that's pretty equal. And we were together for like 7 years or so. She went on to be a nurse and get married and have a kid. And I started a podcast with Toof. So, you know, I think it's pretty balanced. Pretty balanced. From my point of view, the Jedi are evil. And I'm pretty sure I probably said that. But no, school's good. I definitely miss it. Most of my good memories are from there. And speaking of that kid from India, we used to play basketball back in like 7th grade. And we were on the same team. And he was probably the worst basketball player that I've ever seen. And he still played way more than I did. So that's how shitty I was. Although I did have, like, I'm going to forget how many points I had. I had 5 points that season, which was fucking pretty good for your boy Kev back then. And I'll never forget because I had the ball right on the elbow, and this big fucking dude, the center, this big fucker he saw me as like, oh, this is a fucking piece of birthday cake served straight to me at Chuck E. Cheese. This is going to be easy peasy cheddar cheesy. And he came up to me. I pump faked. He went flying, and I just shot up a fucking prayer, and I fucking banked it in. The bank was open. I'll tell you that much. Banked it in, and I got so excited. I ran down the court. My little hairless nuts bouncing all over the place. I'm still smiling about it. But anyways, this kid, the kid that played more than I did, this kid from India, he was real fucking bad. He would get the ball. Didn't matter what direction he was facing. He would just one-handed hook shot throw this fucking ball anywhere. He'd get it. He'd throw it into the fucking crowd. He'd hit it off the top of the backboard. He would just fucking launch this fucker. And like the crowd would all cheer for him. And yeah, I don't like this kid. I'll be honest. I did not like this dude at all. He was like a little slower. He had shit wrong with him, and that sucks. But one time he tried to break into a football game, like a high school football game, which is like $4 to get into, or if you're like in the band or something, I think you're just getting free, and I'm pretty sure he was in the band. Nah, maybe he wasn't. He might have been like a radio type dude. I don't know. But anyway, so he goes to climb this fence to get into the game, and his jeans get caught on it and rips it open. So his entire ass cheeks, his full ass is just hanging out of his jeans. And so he's crying because he's embarrassed. And there's a security guard there, like an actual police officer, I think maybe. And he runs up to him crying. Keep in mind, he just snuck into the fucking game, climbed over the fence, ripped it, and his little dark ass cheeks are just hanging out of his jeans. He goes over to the cop and tells him that my friend beat him up and then ripped the back of his jeans in half. Like, just took his fucking jeans, ripped them open. Like, that doesn't fucking happen. No one does that. No one beats you up and then after the fight rips your jeans open so your ass is hanging out. But yeah, he told that to the police there. And yeah, I know there's shit wrong with this kid, but fuck, man, I still don't like him. He also spins the pizza sign. Like, I'm not going to say what pizza place, but he stands out there. And when I was in Florida, man, those motherfuckers earned like $30 an hour for the work they were doing. They'd be out there sweating their assholes off, spinning this sign, throwing it in the air, catching it. And this dude, the Indian dude, he would just stand there holding it. And like his arms covered most of it, so you don't even know, oh, you got a large pizza. Well, is it a fucking deal? I don't know, because you're blocking the entire sign, dude. I'm just angry. I don't know. I'm sure he's an all right dude. No, I don't like him. Alrighty, that's enough about that guy, though. I remember we had this kid. He didn't go to our school, but we knew of him, and he didn't have any arms. Like, he had arms from the elbow to shoulder, and that was it. And he was called Monkey Claw. And I don't know why he was called Monkey Claw, but this kid was a fucking badass. He was a #wildman. I saw him once at a Wendy's, and he was eating a Frosty and a cheeseburger, and he's using his little elbow nubs to dunk the cheeseburger into the Frosty and eat it. I swear to God. He was awesome, Monkey Claw. I hope he's doing all right. I saw this dude yesterday. I was driving home. There's this guy, I don't know what it's called. It's like that skateboards looking thingy, but it has like a motorized wheel in the middle, whatever that's called. But this dude was riding it, like a 40-year-old dude with a broken arm, and it was in a sling. And he's just fucking riding that shit in the middle of the road. It's like, dude, that's probably how you got into this accident, like why you have a broken arm to begin with. Anyways, one thing I want to talk about, on YouTube, I found a channel that's called Stinky Fart Master, and it has 339 subscribers, so it has like 3 times the amount of subscribers that the Brothers Commonplace YouTube channel has, and he has one video. The video is titled Ex-Friends Fart Rampage, and here's the description of it. A montage of videos and audios from my Venezuelan ex-friend that should have aired on Valentine's Day, but I just want to post it now. It was posted February 6, 2020. 6 long years of trust and anxiety issues with him. I was bound to break eventually, and he knew that, but kept playing me. We are both at fault for what transpired after. The relationship was more toxic than our farts combined, and I was the idiot who forgot to let go. Anywho, enjoy. And it's just this dude, this Venezuelan dude, who has like, it's a close-up of his ass, and his shorts are down, but he has his underwear, and he just farts into the camera. It's just a close-up of his asshole in his underwear, and he just farts all the time. And I don't think, and like I'm watching it, and I feel bad because this, I think this is like a kid. Yeah, so this will probably get me on a list. So if I were you guys, I wouldn't watch it. Nah, you should probably check it out. It's funny. Man, I feel bad. I never used to find farts in movies like funny. Like I'd always be like, oh, come on, that's stupid. That's not, fake fart noises are dumb. And then watching Delta Farce and that scene where he rips a fart and then he goes, who farted? Man, I laugh at that every time. And it shouldn't even be funny. Man, but I got my sense of humor's changed though. I laugh at shit that I never would have laughed at before. Speaking of school stories, so I've never been like a super confident dude. Like I don't know, a lot of shit's happened to where I kind of just lost confidence to where like constantly being made the butt of a joke or ripped on by certain family or friends or things like that. And depending on who it's from, like it's not a problem at all. Like if you listen to our podcast, you know that we just rip on each other the whole time. But as far as like having self-confidence, it's always been pretty shitty. But the most confident that I think I've ever been is my freshman year. I think it was 2003. Yeah, so 2003 at the Halloween dance. All right, so the school dance, Halloween. I'm a freshman. I'm painted up as Violent J from the Insane Clown Posse. And there's a senior, and she was pretty cute. I think she was a cheerleader. Always smelled like vanilla. Like you would know she was coming down the hallway from like 1,000 feet away because she put a whole fucking bottle on. But she was pretty cute. And at the Halloween dance, painted up as Violent J, I asked her to dance. She said yes. I mean, that's where the story ends. But I mean, that was pretty ballsy to do anything painted up as Violent J. It's pretty ballsy. And I know we rip on like ICP and Juggalos in a lot of episodes, but I mean, we mention a lot though. Me and Toof were straight Juggalos for most of our lives. I mean, that's what we grew up listening to. I mean, we still listen to them, but we make fun of ourselves with them a lot. But anyone that's listening that knows me, if you have the 2003 yearbook when I'm a freshman, in the very back, there's a picture of the Halloween dance. In the far fucking corner, you'll see a little painted up Violent J kid sitting in the very back or standing in the very back of a crowd. I forget. That's your boy. So holla at your boy. That's right. And I never had that confidence again after that. That was like, God gave me one chance in my life to be confident with something, and that's what I used it for. To dance with the vanilla smelling girl at the Halloween dance. And it was good. But alrighty, we're about 15 minutes in. This is just going to be a short thing. Sort of like your boy's little rice dick. But anyways, you know, this could be something fun. Maybe we'll do this more. I don't know. I would like to do some questions and things. Or if there's any questions you want to ask or just anything you want me to discuss or talk about, we'll do that. You can send those to brotherscommonplace@gmail.com. No the. So it's just brotherscommonplace@gmail.com. I just got my live Last Bandolero CD, so I'm gonna fucking jam to that before I get to bed tonight. Also, I think it'd be really cool if there's anyone in like small local indie bands or any bands. If you make any kind of music, do it yourself. I would like to play music at the end of these whenever I do them. So if you make music and you want me to play it for the listeners, send it to me. I'll put it on as the outro. And I would like to do like a different song each time. So I think for this week, I'll play a song from when I was in a band when I was like 20 years old. We were very like pop punky, you know, listened to a lot of Green Day. And yeah, we listened to a lot of Green Day, The Replacements, Rancid, yeah. Guns N' Roses, Duff. Man, Duff McKagan was one of my favorite bass players of all time. I loved him. I mean, he's still alive. I still love him. He's a handsome dude. He looks good now. His fucking pancreas exploded like 30 years ago, and he looks better now. He looks awesome. So shout out to Duff. But yeah, if you have any questions or anything you want me to discuss, or if you have any fun stories you want me to tell, anything at all, I don't know what this is. This is just to keep me busy, keep me creating something. I got to do something during this time. I mean, I'm still working like 60 hours a week, but I got to do some creative shit before I go insane and Kurt Cobain myself. I'm just joking. I'm not going to do that. I tried once with horse tranquilizer. Actually, I shot my mom with it because I thought it was horror tranquilizer. I hope y'all are having a great night. Hashtag Wildman, baby. Thanks for joining me, K, to the Kev Dog at the Dirty Dog House. Hashtag Wildman. You don't have much to say, dear. I know that something's wrong.